to dogs. "Fatuously silly," admitted Flame, even to herself, "but yet it does add something to the gaiety of rations." Stepping aside for a single thrilling moment to study the full effect of her handiwork, the first psychological puzzle of her life smote sharply across her senses, namely, that you never really get the whole fun out of anything unless you are absolutely alone. But the very first instant you find yourself absolutely alone with a really good time, you begin to twist and turn and hunt about for somebody very special to share it with you. The only very special person that Flame could think of was Bertrand, the lay reader. All ablush with the sheer mental surprise of it, she fled to the shed door to summon the dogs. "Maybe even the dogs won't come," she reasoned hectically. "Maybe nothing will come. Maybe that's always the way things happen when you get your own way about something else." Like a blast from the Arctic of Christmas twilight swept in on her. It crisped her cheeks, crinkled her hair, turned her spine into a wisp of tinsel. All outdoors suddenly seemed creaking with frost, all indoors with unknownness. "Come, beautiful lovely," she implored. "Come, Lopsy, Miss Flora. Come, Blunderblat." But there was really no need of entreaty. A turn of the doorknob would have brought them. Leaping, loping, four abreast, they came plunging like so many north winds to their party. Streak of snow, glow of fire, frozen mud, sunspot, yelping mouth, slapping-tailed, backs bristling, legs stiffening, wolfhound, setter, bulldog, Dalmatian, each according to his kind, hurdling and crowding. "Oh, dear me," struggled Flame. "Maybe a carol would calm them." To a certain extent a carol surely did. The haircloth parlor of the Rattle Pane House would have calmed anything, and the mousy smell of the old piano fairly jerked the dogs to its senile old ivory keyboard. Cocking their ears to its quavering treble notes, snorting their nostrils through its gritty guttural basses, they watched Flame's facile fingers sweep from sound to sound. "Oh, what a glorious lark!" quivered Flame. "What a lonely, glorious lark!" Timidly at first, but with an increasing abandon, half laughter, half tears, the clear young soprano voice took up its playful paraphrase. "God rest you, merry animals, let nothing you dismay," caroled Flame, "for—" It was just at this moment that Beautiful Lovely, the wolfhound, muzzle lifted, eyes rolling, jabbed his shrill nose into space in harmony with a carol of his own. Octaves of agony, heaven knows what of ecstasy, that would have hurried an owl to its nest, a ghoul to a moving picture show. "Wow, wow, wow!" caroled Beautiful Lovely. "Wow, wow, 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 wow!" As Flame's hands dropped from the piano, the unmistakable creak of red wheels sounded on the frozen driveway just outside. No one but Bertrand the lay reader drove a buggy with red wheels. To the infinite scandalization of the parish, no one but Bertrand the lay reader drove a buggy with red wheels. Fleet steps sounded suddenly on the path. Startled fists beat furiously on the door. "What is it? What is it?" shouted a familiar voice. "Whatever in the world is happening? Is it murder? Let me in! Let me in!"
"Silly!"
hissed Flame through a crack in the door. "It's nothing but a party. Don't you know a party when you hear it?" For an instant only blank silence greeted her confidence. Then Bertrand the lay reader relaxed in an indisputably genuine gasp of astonishment.
"Why, is that you, Miss Flame?" he gasped. "Why, I thought it was a murder! Why, whatever in the world are you doing here?"
"I'm having a party,"
hissed Flame through the keyhole.
"A party?" stammered the lay reader. "Open the door."
"No, I can't," said Flame.
"Why not?" demanded the lay reader.
Helplessly in the darkness of the vestibule Flame looked up, and down, and sideways, but met always in every direction the memory of her promise.
I just can't, she admitted a bit weakly. It wouldn't be convenient. I've got trouble with my eyes.
Trouble with your eyes? Questioned the lay reader.
I didn't go away with my father and mother, confided Flame.
No, so I notice, observed the lay reader. Please open the door.
Why? Parried Flame.
I've been looking for you everywhere, urged the lay reader. At the senior warden's, at the vestrymen's houses, even at the sexton's. I knew you didn't go away. The garage man told me there were only two. I thought surely I'd find you at your own house, but I only found sled tracks.
That was me. Mumbled Flame.
And then I heard these awful screams, shuddered the lay reader.
That was a carol, said Flame.
Oh, a carol, scoffed the lay reader. Open the door.
Well, just a crack, conceded Flame.
It was astonishing how a man as broad-shouldered as the lay reader could pass so easily through a crack. Conscience-stricken Flame fled before him with her elbow crooked across her forehead.
"Oh, my eyes!" she cried.
Well, really, puzzled the lay reader, though I claim, of course, to be ordinarily bright, I had never suspected myself of being actually dazzling.
"Oh, you're not bright at all," protested Flame. "It's just my promise. I promised Mother not to see you."
Not to see me?
questioned the lay reader. It was astonishing how almost instantaneously a man as purely theoretical as the lay reader was supposed to be thought of a perfectly practical solution to the difficulty.
Why, we might tie my big handkerchief across your eyes, he suggested, just till we get this mystery straightened out. Surely there is nothing more or less than plain righteousness in that.
"What a splendid idea!" capitulated Flame. "But of course, if I'm absolutely blindfolded," she wavered for a second only, "you'll have to lead me by the hand."
I could do that, admitted the lay reader.
With the big white handkerchief once tied firmly across her eyes, Flame's last scruple vanished.
"Well, you see," she began quite precipitously, "I did think it would be such fun to have a party all my own, I mean. A party just exactly as I wanted it. No parish in it at all, or good works, or anything. Just fun. And as long as Mother and Father had to go away anyway."
Even through the blinding bandage the young eyes seemed to lift in a half-wistful sort of appeal.
"You see, there's some sort of property involved," she confided quite impulsively. "Uncle Wally's making a new will. There's a corn barn and a private chapel and a collection of Chinese lanterns and a piebald pony principally under dispute. Mother, of course, thinks we ought to have the corn barn, but Father can't decide between the Chinese lanterns and the private chapel. Personally," she sighed, "I'm hoping for the piebald pony."
Yes, but this party? Prodded the lay reader.
"Oh, yes, the party," quickened Flame.
Why have it in a deserted house? Questioned the lay reader with some incisiveness.
Even with her eyes closely bandaged, Flame could see perfectly clearly that the lay reader was really quite troubled.
"Oh, but don't you see it isn't exactly a deserted house," she explained.
Who lives here? Demanded the lay reader.
"I don't know exactly," admitted Flame, "but the butler is a friend of mine and—"
The butler is a friend of yours? Gasped the lay reader.
Already, if Flame could only have seen it, his head was cocked with sudden intentness toward the parlor door.
There is certainly something very strange about all this, he said a bit hectically. I could have almost sworn that I heard a faint scuffle, the horrid sound of a person strangling.
"Strangling?" giggled Flame. "Oh, that is just the sound of Miss Flora's girlish glee. If she'd only be content to chew the corner of the piano cover, but when she insists on hailing it too—"
Miss Flora, gasped the lay reader, is this a madhouse?
Miss Flora is a